Good morning, fifth grade. We are going to start a new unit this week, and I'm kind of excited about it. It is a Solfege unit, and I thought I might explain why it's important to you. So it's important because it's going to help you know where all of the notes are in relationship to each other. The distance from one note to the next is never going to change. So knowing where the notes are in relationship to each other is super important. So you will always be able to know how to sing do, re, like do, re, mi is always going to be the same. And it doesn't matter where do is. Even if do is here, do, re, mi, the distance between those three notes is always going to be the same. So we're going to practice. When we look at notes that are in a scale, which looks like this, you're going from one note to the very next line or the very next space. They look like stair steps. You are moving. So from here, from this line, so there's ledger line to the very next space, from this space to the very next line. I'm not skipping anything. This line to the very next space, this space to the very next line. When I do that, it means that I'm going from one solfege pitch to the very next one, from this one to the very next one, from this one to the very next one. I can go forwards or I can go backwards. It really doesn't matter. You can move by step or you can move by skip. It doesn't really matter. A lot of music moves by skip, so it's important to know how to count those skips. How far apart two notes are is called an interval in music. So this is the interval of a third. And we count by counting wherever this is. So this is on a line. So that line counts as one. So we're going to count this line as one. This space is two. And this one is on that line. So that is three. This is the interval of a third because they are three notes apart. 1, 2, 3. Knowing how far apart things are helps you to know where you are on the staff. Some things always change and some things never change. The distance from do to re is always going to be a second. The distance from do to mi is always going to be a third. The distance from do to fa is always going to be a fourth. And the distance from do to so is always going to be a fifth. So if we count, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I just did do to so. They go all the way up to high do. On this one, when you look at these, you're going to have a chance to practice. And I just wanted you to look at this. And if you know where one note is, if I even know where so is, because I know if somebody says, oh yeah, that's so, I can find all the other ones by going up or down one. I know it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So if there's so, one up from so is going to be la. One up from la is going to be ti. And one up from ti is going to be high do. If you start at so and go backwards, one down from so is going to be fa. One down from fa is going to be mi. One down from mi is re. And one down from re is do. So if you know one of these notes, you can figure out all of the others. So what I want you to figure out with solfege is that you are going to have an opportunity to look at these notes and figure out where you are. There are going to be some slides like this. I am going to tell you where do is. It's going to be in the red box. I feel like it's easiest to tell where you are if I tell you where do is. You can find anything from do. So on these slides, you're going to name these pitches. I've given you the note on the staff, and you're going to tell me what note it is in solfege, so you can type in these text boxes. On these ones, I've given you the solfege, and you're going to move the note to the right spot on the staff. When you get to the pink slides, do has moved. Do can move around. It's called movable do for a reason. So now do's in a new spot. If do is here, now what are these? Okay. So I just want you to have a chance to practice. I know you're going to be really good at this. Um, don't forget to share this with me when you are done. And if you have questions, I have office hours on Mondays at 9 a.m.